So I'm wondering where some of that confidence may have come from.
I definitely comes from my parents and my grandparents. There's just no question about
Really?
it. I have
Wow.
two very different parents. I have a parent who is very vocal, who is very encouraging, and also never um, never held back. Was very honest to the point where I think that people, when they saw it from the outside, they're like, "Wow, that's kind of harsh." But as the kid that grew up, that grew up in that environment, I always knew that it did not come from a malicious place. It came from a very loving place. But it was also like there was nothing that I was going to be able to not. There was nothing that I was going to fail at. I was
That's great.
always going to be able to accomplish what I set my mind to. And so that's a very, very important underlying value, like right at the foundation of everything as a kid growing up, that you're going to be able to do this. And I remember to the point where my there was some honesty, like that I wasn't the best soccer player on the field, right? And I was like, why would you say that to your kid that you're not, but that, in fact, what I needed to do in order to make up for my deficiencies in skill was fill it in with my expertise in work ethic.
Yeah.
That's the thing that you can always do. You can always grind more.
Yeah.
You can always grind harder at something. You might not necessarily be the most skillful out on the field, but the Maradona or the Pele that, with the ball that seems to just be tied to the foot. Um, but you can go into the check, you can be there and win the 50-50 ball. You can, to you continue with that soccer analogy. So there was always that encouragement. It's like, yeah, you're not going to be the superstar, Adam. I was like, and I've even actually talked to my kid about this as well. Like, you're not going to be the superstar on the field, but you'll be the most reliable. You'll be the one that shows up at the time that the practice starts at, not 5 minutes later. And you're going to be the kid that in the tough game is kind of holding the team together. And that was the kind of teaching that I had. The other parent that I had was far less vocal and taught me through his I was trying to be very, yes, his. So now you know which is which. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actions. And I'd say that both of them have these qualities. But I have one of my parents is just a real activist
Is that
and relentless, absolutely relentless. And I think that when I take a look at the key aspects of my leadership in the legislature was well, in fact, one of the favorite things that I've ever had anybody say about me is Vaughn Palmer said that when I had the hide of a minister between my teeth, I never let go.
right?
So, but and it doesn't have to be like a really aggressive type of tenacity. It's just a persistent type of tenacity that I learned. Experiencing all of the kind of obstacles in life that you can imagine experiencing, and yet still just continuing to show up and do
Yeah.
what needs to be done.